Holy buckets, it has been a while. It's actually only been like 2.5 weeks, but it feels like forever since I've sat here. I hope I remember how to do everything. And I do apologize for kind of taking a little bit of a hiatus there. But what is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantump. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you've enjoyed the past couple of weeks where we didn't have any Fanny content at all. I do have a really exciting video, something that I think is really important to kind of understand why it's important to look at singles and not necessarily break packs. Breaking packs is awesome. It's a lot of fun to pull cards, but it's also important to kind of trim your expectations. So we're going to talk about that, but we do have a few other things that I really want to get through quickly. I'll go as fast as possible. Again, I do apologize for not being around the past couple weeks. I needed to take a little bit of a step back, refocus things. The fanny packs are a huge passion project for me. It's something that I really enjoy doing, giving maybe some people who haven't been around the hobby for a super long time an opportunity at opening something that maybe is a little bit out of their price point, or maybe is something that they just don't come across very often. So fanny packs are something that I really wanted to do to kind of give away back to the community. Basically what they are is basically just a giveaway, because there's no profit margin in them whatsoever, which is probably why they have been so successful. And it's very difficult to keep up with because they are very time consuming. It takes a long time to kind of build everything up, ship out all the orders, because there's a lot of fanny packs that have already sold. And there is going to be another drop. My plan is to do that this upcoming weekend. So on Saturday night is my goal, right around 8 p.m. Central Time. I'll let you know if anything changes. There's not going to be anything special about this drop. It's just going to be under the normal listing. So just fanny packs on the website, on the cardcoliseum.com. Like I said, right around 8 o'clock. One of the things that I did change based on suggestions that were made during the last drop was to add an app or add something in Shopify, so that way once you have the items in your cart, it keeps them in your cart for a certain amount of time. So that way if the item does sell out, as long as it's in your cart, you're protected to purchase it. So I did add that. Gives you at least a few minutes to be able to check out or add anything if you do want to add something to get free shipping. Free shipping is available in the continental United States. So $100 gives you free shipping. So if you want to order something like Paldea Evolved, which comes out in a couple of weeks, I would ship everything together, so I would wait for Paldea Evolved to get here, but that gives you the opportunity to add more to it. So fanny packs are coming. If you don't get in on this drop, again, there will be more. I will keep adding more and more until everybody gets an opportunity to get some. So if you've already ordered fanny packs, please do not order on Saturday night. Give this opportunity to people who have not had success so far in getting them, because they are somewhat popular, and I want to make sure everybody gets a chance. And then once we get through these next couple of larger drops, once the demand kind of subsides and people all have the opportunity of at least getting some, then we can kind of open this up. So please don't order if you already have. I will be able to kind of cancel those orders that come in if something has already gone to that address. So please just let these be for people who haven't had the opportunity yet. But I am really excited. I stepped away for a couple weeks to kind of refocus. I was a little frustrated with kind of the response and things like that. It's just been very difficult, and that combined with the 100,000 subscriber celebration. Huge shout out to CGC. They got the graded cards back to me extremely fast. I am going to put a picture up on Instagram showcasing the 100K celebration insignia pedigree. So definitely go follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. It's danny.phantump. But huge shout out to them. Congratulations to all the winners. A lot of those have already been shipped and they're on their way to you. So that's been taking up a lot of my time. Plus, along with building the fanny packs, the website is very out of date. I'm going to have to get back to that after we get through this drop of fanny packs. Next weekend is the Pokemon regional event in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We are going to be vending. We're going to have a booth there. I hope to see you guys out there if you're anywhere near the Milwaukee area. Even if you have no interest in playing competitively at a high level, it's a lot of fun just to kind of check out. I've met so many of you at these regional events. There's side events that you can play in. There's going to be, 5 or 6 different vending booths that are there all weekend long. Like I said, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to check that out. You can sign up just as a spectator, or you can sign up to play if you want to play TCG, VGC, Pokemon Go, and kind of just jump right in and get a feel for what it's like. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. And then 2 weeks from today, we had a conference call yesterday for Card Party in Anaheim, and this thing is absolutely going to slap. I cannot tell you how excited I am for Card Party. I hope to see you guys out there. If you don't know what Card Party is, it's this major event that's happening in Anaheim in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, it's like the 9th, 10th, and 11th of June, somewhere right around there. It's going to be so great. There's a lot of different content creators that are going to be out there. This is being hosted by Pat Flynn, or who you guys might know better as Deep Pocket Monster right here on YouTube. I'm really excited to meet a lot of these guys, especially like J Love is going to be out there. Opossum Bud is going to be out there. I can't wait to meet those guys. But also really big content creators like Pokevault, PokeRev, Leonhardt, Cool Trainer Ryan, you name it. They're going to be out there, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm going to be working with Real Breaking Nate on Saturday and Sunday, doing kind of a tutorial on how to play the Pokemon trading card game. We've got free decks that we're putting together to kind of give out to people who want to learn the game. It's going to be a great family atmosphere. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to leave a link in the description also for Card Party if you want to read up more about it. If you're anywhere near the Anaheim area, or just looking to take a trip somewhere, like I said, it's in 2 weeks. It's coming up really fast, but I hope to see you guys out there. I hope to meet some of you guys out there. It's going to be a lot of fun just to kind of hang out, discuss Pokemon. I'm just going to be walking around all weekend and really taking everything in and hanging out with you guys, because that's really like the community is what this is all about. So I'm really excited for that. With that being said, that's it. I got through everything, and now we can talk about Evolving Skies. You're probably like, Fanny, why are we talking about Evolving Skies? Paldea Evolved is coming out in like 2 weeks. Let's talk about Paldea Evolved. Let's talk about Obsidian Flames and the new Charmander that's coming out. So cool. Such cool cards. And the Pikachu card that just dropped today from Pokemon 151. There's a lot going on in Pokemon. Picked a really bad time. But I wanted to go over Evolving Skies because I really want to put things into perspective for everybody on what it's like to try and pull one of these expensive cards, one of these Rayquaza VMAX alternate arts or Umbreon VMAX alternate arts, and why it's not great to kind of chase cards by opening packs. So what I did was I broke down pull rate data for Evolving Skies. I associated a price with each pull based off of rarity, and then kind of calculated how expensive it's going to be for you to pull something like an Umbreon VMAX, how many packs it's going to take you, and at the price point that some of these packs are at, because the back half of Sword and Shield is really starting to gain in price, and Evolving Skies is only going to continue to go up because it's going more and more out of circulation. It's going to be harder and harder to find a lot of booster packs. Now, Costco has done a great job of starting to take down Evolving Skies booster packs a little bit because of all these mini tins, all these stacking tins that have kind of made their way out into circulation, people buying up tons of these, really driving the market price down for booster packs. But as booster packs start becoming less and less available from distribution, with a lot of collection boxes kind of going out of stock, and then Evolving Skies isn't available at all anymore, it's going to start ticking up and up, kind of like what we saw with Hidden Fates in the past and some of these other sets that are really in demand, like Team Up and other things like that. So I'm going to flip you guys around so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Hopefully I don't ramble too much, but like I said, we're going to take each rarity here and we're going to assign a price point with them. The bad thing about Evolving Skies, there's been so much of it open. So much product has been opened of Evolving Skies, which means basically every regular art ultra rare is bulk. It's just a bulk pricing, and it's a little bit more difficult now because there have been so many ultra rares that have been printed, but I still am of the firm belief that you can get $2 for an ultra rare if you work on selling it, if you post it on eBay or if you post it somewhere and just say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for $2 for this Umbreon V. Umbreon VMAX starting to get a little bit more play in competitive tournaments and things like that. But I do believe you should be able to associate about a $2 price point with Evolving Skies ultra rares as far as just a regular ultra rare goes. It's pretty much the case for all Sword and Shield sets, with the exception of a few that are worth a little bit more than bulk. If we look at the VMAXs, and we're not going to break down every single pull right here, you can kind of pause the video if you want to look at them. This data right here is only based off of about 2,000 packs. So really what we're looking at is a good understanding of pull rates by rarity and cost of pulls, cost analysis by rarity, not so much individual cards, because you need a sample size of like 100,000 packs in order to get a decent understanding of individual cards to see if those are printed differently, which I don't believe they are. I think it's pull rates basically are broken down by regular arts, full arts, and then secret rares. But if we look at VMAXs here, not a whole lot that stands out. The Umbreon VMAX, which was the most difficult VMAX for us to pull for some reason. I I think it was just the batch that we looked at. That one's up to about $7 currently. Like I said, it is doing fairly well in competitive play, so it's starting to tick up a little bit. But Umbreon VMAX, really the only card worth noting out of all the VMAXs that has a little bit of a decent price point associated with it. If we look at the full arts, I'm going to drag this screen over a little bit. You can see the Leafeon V selling at about $12, the Vaporeon V selling at about $12, Espeon 10, Sylveon V is 11, the Umbreon V is the most expensive full art at $19, and then we've got the Dragonite V at 17 and the Rayquaza V at 13. These are just the full arts. Everything else is selling for below $10, with some of them still right around bulk pricing of about $3 a piece. Those less in-demand ones like Trevenant, like Dracozolt, like Golurk, and like Medicham selling for a little bit cheaper. If we go over here and look at full art trainers, not a whole lot in this set that really jumps out at you as far as expensiveness goes. Aroma Lady being the most expensive full art trainer at about $8 a piece. Raihan being the second most expensive one at $7. Copycat and Gordy, basically just bulk ultra rares. They're only selling for a couple bucks right now, and Zinnia's Resolve selling for about $5. Again, not a whole lot of competitive stuff in Evolving Skies, which actually does help things a little bit remain relatively inexpensive in price once you get outside of some of those alternate art VMAXs. If we look at the alternate art Vs, some of these selling for quite a bit. The Dragonite V has jumped up to the most expensive of all the alternate arts. It's been going back and forth with Dragonite, Umbreon, and Rayquaza, but Dragonite has taken a firm lead, selling for about $111 currently. You've got the Espeon V at 76, the Glaceon V at 70, the Umbreon V selling at 90, and the Rayquaza V selling at 94. But then you have also some more inexpensive ones like the Golurk only selling for about $16, the Medicham V selling for $13, Noivern V at $32, and Duraludon V selling at $19. If we look at some of these rainbow rare cards, some of these we still haven't pulled. So the Gyarados VMAX, the Glaceon VMAX, the Rayquaza VMAX, we had no luck pulling those, and like I said, roughly 2,000 packs. Takes a lot for Evolving Skies because there are so many ultra rares. It's the second most ultra rare kind of consuming set in Sword and Shield. The only one that has more is Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign is the one that has the most ultra rares in the set. Evolving Skies, however, has an absolute ton at over 100. So pulling, once you factor in variances and variables and things like that, it's very difficult to pull perfectly and pull everything. We did pull 6 Copycat Rainbow Rares. That was the most prevalent one that we pulled in our opening. So those are selling for about $4 a piece. Aroma Lady, $5. We have the Rayquaza VMAX, like I said. We didn't pull any of those. That's the most expensive one at $34. We pulled one Sylveon VMAX. That one's selling for about $22. The Leafeon is at $20. The Umbreon is at $29. So nothing huge or crazy when it comes to some of these rainbow rares. You still have a few that are more expensive, but nothing that's absolutely nuts. If we go to the last couple categories here, we're going to start, and I'm going to look over at the gold Pokemon first. So we've got Frostlass, Inteleon, and Cresselia. We've got $6 on the Frostlass, $8 on the Inteleon, and $9 on the Cresselia. The secret rare Pokemon, the gold Pokemon, those were a lot more difficult for us to pull for some reason. I still believe that it's broken down by secret rare rarity, and we just pulled more alternate art VMAXs, which is okay. It's not a big deal. It's just weird that we only pulled 2 in total of gold Pokemon out of roughly 2,000 booster packs. If we look at the gold item cards, not too expensive. Lightning Energy has gone up a little bit. That one's sitting at about $15. Same thing with Darkness Energy, sitting at about $15. Then you have the Metal Energy selling for $12. Everything else, $3, $4, $5, $6 right around there. Nothing really big, again, when it comes to Evolving Skies as far as competitive play goes. But then when we look at the alternate art secret cards, the VMAX secret cards, these are the ones that are obviously much more expensive, especially when you look at that Umbreon VMAX right there, the Moonbreon. Lots of cards that are being graded at PSA right now. Lots of 9s, lots of 10s. The amount of PSA 10s in Umbreon VMAX is just absolutely staggering. There's an absolute ton of cards being graded and more getting added every day. This is a very much a card that, while people love, is also being dictated and driven by the financial market. A lot of people kind of looking at just pulling it so that way they can sell it. And this is where gambling comes in, right? This is where it becomes kind of a problem. And that's why it's important to start looking at some of these card prices and realizing, hey, is it really worth it to open up packs for a set like this? As much fun as it is to open, don't stress yourself out if you don't pull it, because maybe it'll come down in price and you can always buy it later. Otherwise, just focus on something else, focus on a different niche, because some of these prices are a little bit ridiculous. The Rayquaza VMAX selling for $299. Then you've got the Leafeon VMAX at $168, the Glaceon and Sylveon both at $143, and then the cheapest one being the Duraludon VMAX, so much cheaper than everything else, selling at only $27. It's crazy to see how cheap that card is compared to everything else. So what we did is we took the total amount of pulls, the total price point, and then kind of averaged everything out. So we took the average price point per rarity. So if you look at the actual packs that we opened up 1,944 packs. Of those packs, or of those packs, that means 54 booster boxes were opened. So you are going to average 7.85 ultra rares per booster box. So a little bit lower than what we're used to now, right? Because you have all the other illustration rares, special illustration rares. We had trainer gallery cards and radiant cards. The Evolving Skies was the second to last set before we got introduced to those trainer gallery cards. So still, like what we saw with Fusion Strike, like what we saw with Chilling Reign, a little bit less than 8 ultra rares per booster box, about 7.85. That's why a lot of people complain about sets like Evolving Skies, because you open up a booster box and there might be booster boxes where you get 5 or 6 hits. It just doesn't work for a lot of people. Booster box prices by themselves, as you can see, shooting up to $365.54, just continuing to rise as more supply goes down and down. Absolutely crazy. But you're going to be getting 3.24 regular arts per booster box, which means 1 out of every 11 packs at an average of $2. Remember, every ultra rare in Evolving Skies is basically a bulk V card when it comes to those regular arts. They're selling for about $2. That means if you're pulling 3.24 out of your booster box, you're only going to average about $6.48 in pulls outside or out of your regular art Vs, which is absolutely crazy. The craziest thing is you're looking at about $7 per booster pack for Evolving Skies. Now, like I said, that has come down a little bit to closer to that $6.50 mark because a lot of those Costco tins have been opened. However, $7 very, very normal. In a lot of cases, you'll see Evolving Skies more expensive than that. So you're opening approximately $78 worth of booster packs because it's 1 out of every 7-ish or 1 out of every 11 packs is what it's going to take you to pull a regular art. You're opening $78 in booster packs just to pull a regular art V, just to pull a $2 card. Now, obviously, you could get really, really lucky, and like I said, that's where the gambling aspect comes in. If that's your thing, go nuts. However, the smart decision and what's probably going to keep you around Pokemon much, much longer because you're not losing money like crazy is to avoid situations like that where you're just cracking packs in the hunt for a Moonbreon because you're looking at about $78 just to pull a $2 card, which is crazy. The average amount of VMAXs per box, you're going to be opening up just over 2, 1 out of every 17 to 18 packs. The average price for a VMAX, $2.70. Remember, the only one that was worth more than $3 was that Umbreon VMAX. Everything else was basically $2 or $3 a piece per box. You're averaging about $5.64 worth of VMAX pulls out of $7 a booster pack for Evolving Skies. Since it's taking you about 18 packs to open, that means you're going to be spending $123.71 just to pull a VMAX. Now, it could be a $7 VMAX or it could be a $3 VMAX. However, the math doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you're spending $124 opening booster packs. Even if it's a lot of fun to open booster packs, spending $124 just to pull a $3 or even a $7 card. Average full arts per booster box, you're looking at about 0.83, so just less than 1. Remember, this is just your Pokemon full arts. This isn't your full art supporters. 1 out of every 43 packs. Average price point for those full arts is $6.62. That means on average, you're going to be pulling about $5.52 worth of full arts out of your Evolving Skies booster box. That means you're spending $302.40 on Evolving Skies booster packs just to pull a $6.62 average card. So just to pull a full art, you're opening roughly 43 packs, spending about $648 on booster packs. Average alternate art, so this isn't VMAX, this is just alternate art Vs. You're pulling 1 out of every 3 boxes, 0.38 per box, or 1 out of every roughly 93 packs. The average value of these V cards, of these alternate art V cards, is $54.33. Now, you could pull something like the Dragonite, which is worth $111, or you could pull something like the Medicham, which is only worth about $13. So really depends on which alternate art card you pull. Average about $54.33. That means on average in your Evolving Skies booster box, you're going to pull about $21.13 worth of alternate art Vs. You're spending $648 on booster packs in order to pull 1 alternate art V card. There's not an alternate art V card that's worth more than $648. That's a huge, huge loss right there. Average full art trainers, you're looking at 1 out of every 4-ish boxes, 1 out of every 139 packs. Average price point on those full art trainers is $4.07. That means on average your booster box is only going to have about $1.06 worth of full art trainer pulls in it, and you're looking at spending about $972 on booster packs just to open one full art trainer. It could be a Gordy, could be an Aroma Lady. Either way, doesn't seem like it's going to be really worth it in the long run. If we're looking at secret rares right here, you're looking at 1.07. So this is the important one to look at, because secret rares, in my mind, are going to be comprised of regular or of rainbow rares, gold Pokemon, VMAX alternate arts, and the gold item cards. So all of those together, you're going to be getting about 1.07 out of your booster box. So not guaranteed to get a secret rare in your booster box, but it feels like a guarantee, because on average, you're going to open up more than one out of every 33 and a half packs. It's going to cost you $234 worth of booster packs at buying them at $7 a piece just to pull one secret rare. It could be a rainbow rare copycat. It could be a rainbow rare Gordy. It could be an alternate art Umbreon VMAX, but it's going to cost you roughly $235 to just open one secret rare from Evolving Skies, which seems like an absolute lot when you're paying $7 a booster pack. That's why it's much better to pay $3.99 or whatever the price is supposed to be. Granted, Evolving Skies clearly out of circulation right now, driving the price up like crazy. Average rainbow rares per box, 1 out of every 2 boxes. You're looking at 0.52 per box, or 1 out of about every 70 packs. Average price point on these is $9.21. That means on average you're pulling $4.78 worth of value out of your Evolving Skies booster box when it comes to rainbow rares. It's going to cost you about $486 in Evolving Skies booster packs just to pull one rainbow rare from Evolving Skies. Secret items, forget about it. I mean, 30.31 per booster box, 114 packs it's going to take you in order to open one singular secret rare item card. An average price point on those is only about $7 a piece. That means on average your booster box is going to have about $2.20 worth of secret rare item pulls. It's going to cost you $800.47 in order to pull a secret rare item card in packs, which is crazy. Secret Pokemon per box, this is just the Frostlass, Inteleon, and Cresselia. This is absolutely nuts because we pulled so poorly when it comes to this category. You're looking at 0.03 per booster box, or 1 out of every 972 packs. So 1 out of roughly 1,000 packs to pull a single secret rare Pokemon, either that Frostlass, Inteleon, or Cresselia. Average price point on those, they all sell pretty much the same price point, $8.50. About 31 cents is your average pulls on that out of your booster box of Evolving Skies. That means it's going to cost you $6,804. If you're really chasing that Inteleon, you really want to get it, you're looking at, you really want to open it, you're looking at spending about $6,800 on packs just to open it. And it might not even be the Inteleon. It might be the Frostlass, it might be the Cresselia, but on average, you're looking at about $6,800 in packs just to open one secret rare Pokemon card. If you look at the alternate art VMAX cards, 1 out of roughly every 5 boxes, we say close to 1 out of every case, you're looking at 177-ish packs in order to pull one. Average price point on these alternate art VMAXs is $327.18. Obviously, that's being driven up by the Umbreon VMAX because that's the only alternate art VMAX that's worth more than the average price point, selling for about $627. But the Rayquaza is close, selling for right around that $300 mark. Average value in your booster box from alternate art VMAXs is about $67. It's going to cost you roughly $1,237.09 in booster packs in order to open a single secret rare alternate art VMAX from Evolving Skies. Absolutely crazy. So if we calculate everything together, on average, you're pulling about $113.77 worth of pulls out of your Evolving Skies booster box. Now, that doesn't include code cards or bulk or anything like that, but let's face it, that's not going to be worth a whole lot. You might get $5, $10 out of all that, so we'll just round this up and say $125. You're going to pull on average about $125 worth of value out of your Evolving Skies booster box. That means you're going to need to have about $240 worth of fun opening up that Evolving Skies booster box, because the market price on Evolving Skies booster boxes currently is $365.54. That means on average you're going to lose about $240 just by opening up your Evolving Skies booster box. So definitely need to have $240 worth of fun when you're opening that bad boy up, because that's absolutely insane. But hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of why it's important to also look at single prices, not just chase packs, not just crack packs. It can be a lot of fun. I highly recommend opening new sets and opening booster packs because it is so much fun chasing Pokemon, trying to collect them all, but make sure to trim your expectations a little bit. Make sure you make smart decisions when it comes to spending your money. Make sure you're investing in the best possible way to expand your collection and things like that. You don't want to throw a bunch of money away and then get frustrated with the hobby and then walk out. I want you guys to be happy and enjoy yourself. So definitely be careful when it comes to opening some of this stuff up. Evolving Skies can be a lot of fun, but it also can hurt your wallet extremely fast. And I hope this video kind of helps you understand how much it would cost to pull some of those chase cards and things like that. I hope you enjoy the content. If you do, please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. It does go a really long way for the algorithm. Share the channel. I really appreciate you guys. I'm really excited to be back. We'll be back Sunday with another video. Until next time, guys. Peace.